It's time for our national treasure. Most of us have dressed in a plastic bin bag for Halloween or something, but our next guest used one to get into one of London's most prestigious fashion events. It's Ellie Marie Whitby, all the way from Runcorn. Thank you very much, which is nearish our neck of the woods, actually, Andre,
it is, yeah, it is.
And you used a friend as a fake paparazzi photographer to trick event organisers into thinking that she was famous, so they wouldn't actually refuse her entry. Well, it certainly worked, and she even ended up getting a good seat for the London Fashion Week catwalk as well. I'm pleased to welcome Ellie Marie Whitby into the studio now. You are this week's national treasure. Well done. Fantastic. So, right, just start from the beginning. How did you come up with this idea? Why did you do it?
So I watched another YouTuber do this, but in normal clothes. He just snuck in. I was like, how do I want to do this guy better? I want to up the stakes. And I thought, well, a bin bag, you can't get better than a bin bag. If I can sneak into a fashion week in a bin bag, no one can outdo that. So that was my goal, and I did it.
And, I mean, was there any resistance whatsoever?
Yeah, the biggest issue was, like, for security reasons, they moved each catwalk to a different location and no one could know the address. So I spent probably about 5 hours trying to, like, phone up as many people as I could in cafes, just trying to figure out where one of these catwalks were. And, yeah, someone ended up letting slip. So you're paparazzi? Yes. Talk me through that. So my friend Mikey came along and Steph, and they basically just... There was paparazzi outside the event, and they just started paparazziing me, and were, like, collaring other people over, like nudging other paparazzi. Oh, this is brilliant. We can see it there. Sorry for our radio listeners. Yeah. We can see Ellie there. Yeah, being fake papped, being fake papped. I mean, it's magnificent. So you got your friends to fake pap you, and then after that, it was just like, well, this girl must be famous. Yeah, that was pretty much how it worked. I kind of just blended in with the other celebrities that were there. I don't know how, because I'm in a bin bag, but... Have you got a can of Coke strapped to you? I do, so I just started picking up litter from the floor. I got a banana peel as well off the floor before I went in. Just tucked it in. Really? Yeah. Gosh, I mean, I suppose I was going to make a joke. There's an obvious joke there about London Fashion Week and that kind of stuff, but I won't go there. It's still a family show. But, so when you got in, what happened? So I had a pretty bad, standing seat. So the woman in front of me, I kind of just copied what she said, and she was like, oh, I'm standing. But after a bit of time passed, a woman came over to us and pulled us to the side and was like, I've got 2 spare seats if you want to come and sit next to me, because 2 people hadn't showed up. Right. And it turned out she was the editor of Vogue. Oh, my God. She invited us to front row seats. So you were wearing a bin bag in front of the editor of Vogue, who then upgraded your seats. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Do you start to think maybe the fashion industry is total nonsense? To be honest, I thought that before going in. But it kind of just proved my point, really. This is just an absolute joke. I mean, a wonderful, quite literally a joke, but also like a joke when it comes to the fashion industry as well. So how long did you hang around for? So I stayed for the full show. It was about 20, 30-minute catwalk. Any after parties? No, unfortunately not. But, yeah, it was... Got to meet a lot of cool people in there, and some of the women started getting a bit of an argument with me as well about my bin bag. Really? Yeah. Why? Because I said it was like a pollution piece and it was a fashion statement. And then she started shouting at me for wearing plastic. And no way. Yeah. That is genius. Goodness me, this is fantastic. That is the best bit, isn't it? Yeah. So literally, the fact that you'd gone and made a complete mockery of them all with fake paparazzi and something that you bought from Asda, right? The only complaint was it was single-use plastic. It was single-use plastic. Exactly. Have you ever been to a fashion week? I have, yes. What's it like? It's interesting, lots of interesting characters. I haven't seen a bin bag before at Fashion Week, but I love the idea. I think when I first go to Lidl, this is what I'm going to wear to fit in with the rest of the customers. Well, actually, I understand you've done me the courtesy of bringing a bin bag in for me. Yeah, of course. Is that right? Yeah. Or should we try it on? Have I got a choice of bin bag? Well, I've gone for, like, the Greek god theme. Thank you. Naturally. I thought you've got to be confident wearing it. I am half Cypriot. Well, there you go.
So,
I thought she was just being racist.
right, OK, go on. So what happens? What happens?
I've got you a little crown.
A little
There you go.
crown?
Yeah,
OK,
of course.
this isn't itself some kind of stitch-up, is it, now? I'm going to end up on your YouTube, like...
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
This has got,
You
like,
never know.
I don't know,
That's a
V's on
pull
it or
strap.
something.
That's a pull string, so that's good for the underwear, isn't it?
Yeah.
OK, right, so I've got my crown on. Yes,
So this
go
is
on.
your bin bag attire. This
Right.
is the main
Okay.
outfit. That's kind of your little robe.
My sash.
Yeah, your sash.
Right,
There you go.
OK, good stuff. You hold that. Hold my sash.
Yeah.
And
There
so
you go.
what do I do?
So just if you go through the bottom, just stick
So
your
I'm
head
going to have
straight
to... I'm
through.
being told to...
Yeah,
You want me to help you?
Yes, yes,
Right,
please.
so
Yeah,
what
that's the belt.
Right.
What I think we need to do, rather than kill you, but we need to put that bag over her head.
OK.
They can put a
Yeah,
hole in
because-
it.
So put the
There is
bag
holes
over
in it.
my head.
there
There's
is,
some
Oh, there's a hole.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm in front of the camera. Let me get out of the way so I can
I
help you.
suspect we might have to watch the microphones. I think it's important to say as well, anyone at home, don't put a plastic bag over your head.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd say
I
that.
think that's a reasonable comment.
Make sure there's a hole in it.
OK, I'm a bit stuck.
Do you know, I can do anything to him now. This is brilliant.
That sounded
Here's
Oh,
the
no, there's
rope.
your armholes. We've got it wrong.
weirdly threatening. OK, I'm in.
Yeah, you've got
There
it.
you
You've
go.
got it.
That's
You've done it. You've done
Getting
it. There you
there.
go.
I'm ready for London Fashion Week now. Am I?
Brilliant.
Get the rope on.
I'm hoping.
okay. That's the belt. Do you want me to tie it around?
Yeah.
Round
This
here,
one, this
round
one,
here,
this one's old.
round the
This one's
back.
old, but it's
If you are
beautiful.
listening on radio, I'm
But you want to do that?
being draped. That'll do. I'm being draped in a bin bag.
There you go. There's the
And-
sash.
okay, good stuff. So do you reckon I could get into London Fashion Week looking
Easily.
like this?
Easily. They'll let you in tomorrow.
Okay, well, there we are. This is me, resplendent now. Thank you very much. So, OK, all right. And would you recommend, have you got any other pranks lined up? I don't suppose you give us any sneaky previews, could you?
I recently did one where I swam from Alcatraz. So that was the one before the bin bag.
What?
Yeah.
You actually swam from...
Yeah.
You actually swim from
I
Alcatraz?
promise.
You swam from Alcatraz?
Yeah.
Is this like here, but is Alcatraz like a nightclub in Slough or something?
No, well, I think there might be an Alcatraz there, but I went to America and I swam from it.
Did you have to go training for that?
There's like some athletes that do it and train for about a year. I did it in 2
Aren't there
weeks.
sharks?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right,
Seals.
OK. Isn't Alcatraz the prison that famously you didn't think anyone could swim away from?
Yeah, but I wanted to prove that you could.
OK. So why did you get into all this mad stuff?
I don't know. I've always liked making videos. Each video I just want to do better and better. So I don't know what...
Me?
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to the moon next,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I'll have to build a rocket.
Have to build a rocket.
Any suggestions of what I could do?
Well, I'll have a think.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure we've got a few people who we could prank. Well, right, OK. Well, look, Ellie, thank you very much. And thank you very much for taking the time to come down. You are the only national treasure we've had so far that's dressed me up. Certainly in single-use plastic.
Now you are a national treasure
Now
too.
I am a national treasure. I actually think you should have this because you are.
Oh, thank you
You
very
are the
much.
national treasure.
Thank you.
Well done, Ellie. Fantastic. Making a complete and utter mockery out of our fashion industry. Ellie Marie Whitby there.